You may question from the left or the right how much work Biden did in the last 4 years, but you can definitely not outwork him in these last final days. In his last three-ish days of being president, he's doing a lot of that stuff this weekend. In the last couple of weeks, he's done so many things. And yesterday, he actually hit a record. In his final days of his presidency, President Joe Biden has commuted the sentences of over 2,500 individuals convicted of nonviolent drug offenses, marking a historic use of this executive clemency. Let's talk about the scope. The commutations primarily address individuals serving disproportionately lengthy sentences under outdated laws, such as his crime bill. Let's not forget that. But particularly those related to disparities between crack and powder cocaine offenses based off the crime bill. Historic context as the action sets the record for the most individual pardons and commutations by a U.S. president ever, surpassing all previous administrations by so many. Can't even go into that in this short period of time we have to do this article. Plus, the previous actions for clemency come to play from back in December, where President Biden commuted approximately 1,500 sentences. Of course, he pardoned 39 individuals that were for nonviolent crimes, marking the largest single-day act of clemency in modern history, doing all that stuff. Many of them are controversial, including one Michael Clenahan. He is a former judge involved in the Kids for Cash scandal, which has drawn criticism from victims from advocacy groups. And the reactions from both sides of political benches are all sort of nutballs. He's being criticized for clemency decisions, particularly with commutation of the death row inmates. Oh, yeah, he basically put everybody on death row off death row, to the fact that two people who are on death row are like, no, we want to go back. And they actually can't. It's interesting how the case goes, but it is what it is. President Biden is apparently letting everybody out, as many people as possible. Some of these things are overdrawn and overblown cases that need some looking. Some of them just seem like they're just numbers, like he's running up the scoreboard on his way out the door and trying to look good or make Trump look bad on the things he's proposing. In fact, some of the things he's actually signing in and signing out, not including the clemency itself, are things he's trying to make really hard for Trump to overturn in day one by simply executive action stuff, because he's trying to be a spoil sport, I guess. But a lot of stuff being done, a lot of things being done in the last days of President Biden's presidency. And this is a big one but the numbers, but also big because of the impact going forward. And no one really knows what the full impact going forward. Let's assume that the bulk of these people deserve clemency, are good, will do what they can. Some people will slide back. There's always backsliding. Some people will just fall into situations that won't be there. But the sheer number putting out there is going to be something that will be attacked by the Republicans, obviously, and many Democrats who also wish that Joe Biden would have gone away much sooner. He's got 3 more days. It's not going away quite yet. But in the meantime, what's going to happen this weekend? He's got till around noon on the 20th to do some stuff. What's going to pull out of his hat going out the door?